Welcome to the video. Today we're going to build a moss farm. To start with a basic manual one and then later upgrade it to a semi-automatic farm. To begin with, here we have a 9x9 square of blocks. This is the outline of the farm. The inside is 7x7. This is where we place the filler blocks. Filler blocks are what gets converted to moss. Now technically the corner blocks don't get converted to moss, so I like to just fill place a wood block in each of the corners. In the middle we place our moss block, and I like to stand on top of the moss block and then from here just fill everything in with the filler blocks. The blocks you can use for the filler blocks are diorite and andesite, both of which you should be able to get stacks of from your ore generator. So if we just stand on top of the moss block like this and fill in all around with the filler blocks, we should be ready to go. Just bear with me while I quickly do this. And that's why I've got my pickaxe here. Now you can get moss blocks from the auction house for fairly cheap, or you can trade with others directly. You only need one to start with. You do also need bone meal, which you can get from the shop or by composting. Now we've got our area filled in, we just need to bone meal the moss block. Everything's all filled in. Bone meal the moss block. And as you can see, it converts quite a bit of moss and other items. So again, I stand on the middle block and then just break all of the moss blocks around me. Now you can use tools, I don't really bother, I just break with what I've got. Once they're all broken, we can then start filling in the blocks with our filler blocks again. Oh, I missed one. Now if you have carpet or a plant that's generated on top of the middle moss block, you need to break that. But otherwise you can just bone meal again. And that's it. You can keep doing this as long as you have bone meal. This way you can make dozens of moss blocks and other compostable items at once. Oh look, I've got a pet egg. Lucky me. So I'll just refill this for now and then we will look at how to make this a semi-automatic farm. Okay, now we're going to try and convert this to a semi-automatic farm. We can't really make it automatic because we have ore generators, not stone generators, so we have to do it semi-automatic. So at one side of the farm, we need to replace these 7 blocks with immovable blocks. I just use furnaces. They're cheap and easy to get. I'll also break these corner blocks. We don't want wood inside the conversion chamber. So at the other side of the farm, we need to grab some pistons and we place them 2 blocks away from the edge. 7 along the side, and I remove these blocks. We don't need these again within the conversion chamber. Behind the pistons we put a row of blocks, anything you would like. I just use the same wood. Then 3 redstone along this side, a gap, 3 redstone along this side, and a lever in the middle. If we flip the lever, all of the pistons should move. but nothing has happened because we don't have any blocks to push, but that's fine for the moment. Now we need to add our water flow to move the moss drops away from the farm. So we'll put a border at this side. Now I'll remove these, again we don't need the wood there. Now I'll remove the corner blocks. Now we need to add the water itself. So actually what I'll do here is place in the border blocks on this side as well, just above the furnaces. And here we grab our trapdoors and we place the trapdoors along here, flipping them up. And then we block off the back so that we can place our water without it going everywhere. Okay, now we grab our 2 water buckets. And we place them down so that we can grab the middle. If we shift down here, we won't be activating the trapdoors. And I know I'm doing this the slow way, but it still works. Now before we go any further, I'm just going to grab some blocks and fill in these missing corner blocks. Otherwise, when we place and activate the redstone, the water will go everywhere. So now we grab our 7 redstone, place them behind the water sources, and place our lever. Now if we turn the lever on, the redstone lights up, nothing happens. But now when we turn it off, our water flows, the trapdoor's open, the water flows right to the edge, which is exactly what we want. So now we'll turn it off again. Perfect. Now in order to move the items into a hopper, we need to build a little channel along here. So we place a row of blocks, oops, get rid of that, place a row of blocks along here, and I need to grab a water. I can grab this from our water sources here. Wrong one, try again. There we go. And place the water down here, and that's a half slab. And all of them are half slabs. Okay, I'm just going to break all these and replace them with full blocks. Now if I put in my water, it should flow to the end. Now we just need to place down a hopper and a chest. So I break these, grab my hopper and a chest. Place the chest down first. And the hopper going into the chest. Just quickly break and place as fast as I can. Now I need to grab a stair and place it over the chest so that we can still open it. So I'll place a temporary block here. No, sorry, I did that wrong. Try again. Place a temporary block here. And the stair on the top. And now we can open the chest. Just add the couple of blocks here to make it nice and tidy. Now to use the farm, we grab our filler blocks and we place them in front of the pistons. And flick the switch. Now what we can do is keep placing our filler blocks in front of the pistons and keep activating the pistons until there's no filler blocks required. So flick the switch and we can see that only one piston moved and that broke the moss block. So one more. And we're right to go. Now as you can see, that moss will break, so we need to place it where it won't break. So if we add a temporary block in the middle, a moss block on top, and break the temporary block, then we're right to start. Grab our bone meal, and I like to stand in the middle here, bone meal the block, and then activate the pistons. And again, keep activating and filling in the filler blocks until no blocks are moved. Sometimes it's 3 times or 4, sometimes it's up to 7. Okay, only 2 more, try those ones. And no more blocks moved. And we can see the moss is broken. So we flick the water switch. And oh, that was a bit too quick, try again. And then if we come down and look at our chest, we have items in our chest. And that's it. Rinse and repeat until you run out of bone meal or have enough moss. Thank you for watching.